we're going to make a tomato soup, and there's 3 different types of tomatoes you have to use. So over here we have 2 chopped fresh tomatoes, and we also have 2 packets, or you can also use 2 canned chopped tomatoes. Also, there's this thing called the sun-dried tomato puree. You can't really kind of fry and burn slightly the, chopped tomatoes because it's wet inside the can or inside the packet. So you kind of have to do that with the fresh ones. And then just to flavor it all up, you need garlic. In this case, we're using garlic oil, which is fine. And then you also need chopped onion, the yellow onion. And this is one of the big one. So just cut it to this size, about the same as the tomato. And then you also need chicken broth. Let's begin frying. And we put in about 1 tablespoon of garlic, and then we fry that. Once you can smell the fried garlic, that's a good time to start putting in the next item, the onions. So you fry the onion until they're sweaty. So to see whether or not it's sweaty, first of all, you can smell the onion. And then the second thing is when it's sweaty, it's almost like a little bit transparent. So that's when you can then put in the tomatoes. Just make sure you're paying attention to the garlic not burning, that's all. So we're trying to just fry up all the water. Fry it up until this turns almost into a paste, and this is going to take a long time. So make sure that you come back frequently to stir, but keep the lid away from your pan. So just try and fry up the water, and we will see you in maybe about 5 minutes. You can now see that there's very little water left, and then when you're scraping the bottom of the pan, you start seeing a lot of sticking is happening. So keep trying to stir it around, move the water around. So it needs to be at a point where push the ladle. You cannot clean the bottom of the pan anymore. Then that's the correct kind of char. So if you start stirring it now and you start scraping the bottom, you can see that it's really sticking now. Your chopped tomatoes. So remember that we've kept it on high heat this entire time. And you can see this is the volume of the tomato paste. Add the same amount. So if this is 50%, add the same volume of chicken stock. So what you do is you just get it in there. You stir up all the char that's on the side of the pan, at the bottom of the pan. Once it boils, you can cover it up and you can serve it.